we're going to talk about some conversations about money that you need to have when preparing for marriage. Coming up.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back to an all-new edition of the Sunday Night Sit Down with America's #1 money couple. I'm Talib.
And I'm Ty, and we're from hisandhermoney.com, where we're managing money, marriage, and everything in between.
The Sunday Night Sit Down is being brought to you by Audible. Audible.com is a great resource to get audiobooks for those who have less than ideal time available to get reading in. We all know that reading is fundamental and it's a habit of millionaires and billionaires worldwide. So if you're striving to be one of them, you're going to have to start reading. And Audible is a great way for you to do that. You can get a free trial and a free ebook by going to hisandhermoney.com/audible. And of course, we'll have the link down below in the description box. We're glad to have you guys back here for another great edition of the Sunday Night Sit Down. And we're going to talk about what are the conversations, the money talks that you need to be having when you are preparing for marriage. Because marriage is tough and money is tough. And when you put those two things together, it could be a recipe for disaster if you don't take the proper precautions in advance to make it a smooth transition. So one of the first money talks that you're going to need to have is your views on money. For a lot of people, you're going to come and have two different views about money. You're going to look at money differently, probably based on life experiences, probably based on how you were raised and how your parents interacted with money. It's very healthy to have this discussion with your potential mate in advance, because that's not something you want to find out on the other side of the wedding day, because it could cause conflict if you're not prepared. But if you take the time to kind of pick each other's brain, listen to each other's heart about how they interact with money and what they think about money, you can start to formulate a plan on how to merge together successfully.
And the second conversation that you should be having is that of, what does your credit look like?
Yeah.
It is so very important. Both parties should be pulling your credit. You can get it totally free every single year. All you have to do is just go to annualcreditreport.com and you can get Experian, TransUnion, and your Equifax report for free. Pull them, sit down, look over them, discuss what's on it, what should be paid off, what's late. This will start to get your conversation about money around credit going.
That's right. Another conversation that you definitely need to have is family plans. Now, some of you might be saying, well, what's that got to do with money? Listen, kids cost money. It's not exaggerated like some people say, but you know what? When it comes to raising children, that is a money talk, because you need diapers, you need formula. And guess what? Maybe one of you has the intention of coming home once you have children. That's a financial talk, because that's going to affect your income. Conversations around family plans is huge, because it affects how you should save money, how you should budget your money now, even before the children get here. So take the time to discuss, hey, what do you think? Like, you want to have kids? How many kids do you want to have? You want to have no kids? Do you think maybe one of us will come home at that point? Have the talk now. Have the healthy discussion that you need around family plans, because it is a money talk.
The fourth talk that you should be discussing is that around your income. How much money do you guys want to make? Also, are you going to live off of two incomes or one? Now, we highly recommend living off of one income.
Yes.
You guys know that if you all have been following us for a while, you know that we tell all spouses that you should not live off of both incomes. So don't buy a home off of both incomes.
No.
Don't send your kids to school off of two incomes.
No.
Don't buy a vehicle off of two incomes.
No.
Don't do life with two incomes, okay? So you want to make sure that you base all of your financial decisions around one person's income. And then also, too, what if one spouse makes more money than the other? Is that going to be an issue? We hope not. There were times in our marriage I made more than my husband. And let me tell you, I didn't beat him up aside the head about that. No. We combined, we merged. His money was my money. My money was my money. No.
What?
My money was his money, too. So it didn't matter how much one of us was making. All that mattered was that we were on one accord.
And the next money talk that you need to have is about spending habits. There's a likelihood that one of you is a natural spender and one of you is a natural saver. So what's that going to look like when y'all get married and brother man want to just go and spend and swipe that card away and you're like, we have savings goals? You need to talk about that now. Identify who's the spender, who's the saver. The truth is you both have strengths, no matter if you're the spender or the saver. But you're going to have to figure out how to use each other's strengths to make you both strong and to mitigate some of both of you all's weakness so that your strength comes together when it comes to your finances and your marriage.
That's right. Another conversation that you should have is that around debt, your current debt as well as possibly future debt. So again, this is going to go with the second point that we brought out. When you pull your credit report, you're able to look at the debt and you're able to discuss the debt. How do you feel about holding debt and keeping debt? How do you feel about future debt, such as possibly buying a home? Do you want to purchase a home with cash, or do you want to get a loan? You guys need to have these type of conversations so there will not be any issues.
The last money talk that you all need to have when preparing for marriage is joint money management. What is that going to look like? Like, who's going to pay the bills? Are you going to have separate accounts? I hope not. But how are you going to do life financially once the wedding day is over? Do you automatically assume that the wife or that the husband is the one that should pay the bills? Guess what? You need to talk about that now. Not then, but now. You all need to come up with a game plan as to who's going to be in charge of the budget and who's going to be in charge of paying the bills. Now, we highly encourage that you do it together, but somebody needs to take the lead.
That's right. So if you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. We want to hear from you. Let us know what are some money talk conversations that need to be had prior to marriage in the comment section below. Don't forget, check us out over at our website at hisandhermoney.com and meet us back here next Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, where you will see the both of us sharing with you.
Take a minute and hit the share button down below and share this message with your friends so that they can get the insight to this as well. Well, that does it for this week, guys. It's been great. Until next time, peace.
Bye.